you guys. Welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. And today is very special because I'm joined by my friend and co-host of Smart Money Happy Hour, George Kamel.
It's so great to be here.
So glad you're here.
Always love hanging out.
Different vibe. Usually we're like on the Smart Money
Happy
Happy Hour.
We're over there doing Smart Money Happy Hour.
I know, and now we're here.
Didn't have to travel far.
Nope, just a few steps, George. Just
fun.
a few steps. Okay, so one topic that I really want to talk about on the show, and I thought you would be perfect to chat about, is a term called lifestyle creep.
Because you think I'm creepy?
You creepy.
That's
you
why.
Are creepy,
Do you know
George.
the Radiohead song Creep? I'm a creep.
Yeah. Is that like old? An old
Yeah.
song? I was going to say that. Is that like
It's
from
been covered many times. So
Okay.
I thought you'd know like the cover version from Samantha Mumba or whoever you listen to.
I did love Samantha Mumba. She had one great single. Take that to
Never forget.
My 8th grade heart. Never forget you, Sam. Okay, so lifestyle creep is a term that is everywhere. In fact, there has more than 29 million views on TikTok alone for the hashtag. So the term just refers to the gradual increase of our lifestyle, right?
It creeps up over time as you make more money.
Yes.
Is that a good summary?
And you don't notice it. So it's like things that just become normal to you just stay normal. And then as you make a little bit more money, you're like, oh, I'll add this little service or this thing. And then life becomes
it
normal.
It doesn't sound like a big deal until you realize, oh, you don't have any money to build wealth and live your life.
That's right, because you're spending it all on lifestyle.
And you go, where did it go?
What happened?
I got a raise, I thought.
Where's my raise? I don't know.
Find out.
Lifestyle creep. So this is what's fascinating is there was a great video that I wanted to kind of look at with you, George.
I have not seen this video.
I know, because it talks all about lifestyle creep. So let's kind of just, let's dissect our thoughts and our opinions on this video.
Happy 16th birthday, babe. Thanks, moms. Read it out loud. Happy birthday, babe. It's time to get a job. Seriously? Yep. Hey, are you guys hiring? Yeah. Pays $11 an hour. It's the most important job in the restaurant. Dishwasher. Don't be late. Great. All right, first real paycheck. That's it. Hey, I'd like the iPhone 14, please. No problem. And trading in a 13 Pro Max? You got it. Hey, it's your roommate. I've asked you so many times to please put your dishes in the dishwasher. Can't wait until I can live on my own. Nice resume. Dishwasher, huh? Most important job in the restaurant. You sure you want to learn bar back? No way. Look at all these tips. Hey, yeah, you're going to have to find a new roommate. I'm out of there. Wow. My first solo apartment. Hey, we want to promote you to food and beverage manager. $65,000 a year. Yes. I'd like to find that vehicle, please. No problem. Let's go do some paperwork. Hey, thanks for coming down. You've been great for us. We'd like to promote you to district manager. $95,000 a year. Oh, that's so great. I can finally move into the city, try more of those restaurants, travel more. I might even get a dog. So we have some really good news. After this year, we're retiring, kinda. What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, we just closed on our 12th property. We make way more with that than we ever did working. What? How can you afford all of that? You spend a lot of money. No, I don't. I just enjoy myself. I'm treating myself for my hard work. Look, we weren't going to say anything, but I know you're really happy, but every time you make more money, you spend more money. So while you were upgrading cars and apartments, we bought property. Before we knew it, we had equity in the first ones, which we rolled over to buy more property, and it just kind of snowballed from there. Okay, you got the bill?
That's great. That took some...
What a story. What a journey.
What a journey.
What a roller coaster of financial emotion.
And what a time that she took to record that video.
I know.
Well done. Well done.
Well done.
But it's a perfect picture of exactly what lifestyle creep is, right? You get a raise and you're like, oh, finally, I can move out on my own.
Yes.
Or finally, I can get that car I wanted. Or finally, and you end up just spending it all.
Dangerous. Well, the most dangerous words I think financially you can say is I deserve.
Yes.
Because you go, oh, I work so I got the promotion, I deserve a nice new car.
Yes.
And that's when we start doing stupid with zeros on the end.
Yeah. And then you keep saying again, well, it's my money and I worked hard for it. So I should be able to up my lifestyle, right? And there's a balance here, because obviously we're all about you winning financially and we're not against stuff and all of that.
Yeah, we sound like fuddy-duddies. We're like, don't spend any money,
I know, but
kids.
it's when your stuff has you is the problem. And so you have to know and understand, okay, when I'm spending money, it's a a cost benefit. Like I'm like, okay, this is costing me here, which means it's going to cost me over here. It's not called a cost benefit. Opportunity cost.
There it is.
That was the phrase I was looking for.
We got
Opportunity cost. Because you're like, okay, yeah, if I spend 40 grand here on a brand new car, then that's 40 grand that I don't have anymore to possibly use for a down payment on a house.
That feels so paralyzing sometimes because you're like, well, I want to go out to the nice meal, but it's $200. I could have used that towards the upgrade on the car.
To something else.
So at some point, and the great filter is, am I paying cash for this? Is it in the budget? Did I plan for it versus impulsively going into debt, doing it on payments? That's where it gets risky.
And is the future self, future
self, Rachel regret this.
Will regret it. And is future Rachel doing the things that she wants to do? Is present Rachel doing the things for future Rachel, right? Because I'm like, if I'm sacrificing $200 to go out to dinner all the time with my friends and I have no money saved to buy a house or actually do something smart for the future, then that's not a good trade. But if you're still working towards your goals and have the income to supplement some lifestyle stuff over here, right? Would you agree?
Number one, have goals. Are you on track for those goals? And will this decision derail that goal? If not, that's great.
Yes.
You can go out to eat and also save up for that house.
Yes, that's exactly right.
You can enjoy both.
For sure.
Just do it intentionally.
Number two, I would say look out for conveniences. This is where lifestyle creep really comes in. Man, we are so used to whether it's delivery services or getting like a ride share somewhere, it's just so easy to have these conveniences and you just end up spending a little bit at a time.
Well, here's the idea. I work so hard, I should just DoorDash the meal instead of me having to go out to get it. And you spent $27 on a $9 burrito.
On the delivery fee. That's it. I know.
I will go get the pizza for Rachel instead of her paying for delivery.
That is true. I have heard that from George many times.
It hurts my heart.
He hates food delivery services. I know. Gosh. But that is an easy lifestyle creep one that you need to just look out for.
I work hard. I deserve.
Any convenience culture stuff, just be aware. Lifestyle creep. So one of the things I always hate thinking about, what if something happens to me? What if something happens to my husband, Winston? What's going to happen to the family? There is a great solution, you guys, that really takes that part of worrying and stress and the not good feeling, kind of puts it at ease. And that is term life insurance. And Winston and I personally use Xander Insurance. And they're the best. They make the whole process, you guys, so easy. You give them your information and they go and they shop the top-rated companies for the best policy for you and your family's needs. So no one should go without term life insurance. So go check out Xander Insurance. Just go to xander.com to make sure that your family's future is taken care of. Okay, so if you're worried, gosh, do I have lifestyle creep? What is happening in my life? Here are just some friendly signs to look out for.
Some red flags, if you will.
Yep. Number one, notice the luxuries that you pay for. Ooh. So this is like gym memberships, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, streaming services, delivery fees, like anything that is convenience culture-ish, right? That you're kind of just tacking on because, you have the money for it, but then that stuff starts to become normal. That's when you need to watch out. Just be aware. Again, we're not saying that you can't do any of it, but making sure your long-term goals are being fulfilled as well as what you're doing in the present, that you have the money for it.
Well, you know what's a fun exercise that's not really fun is going through your bank statement and checking off everything that could be considered a luxury. And you're going to go, oh my gosh, you add all that up over 1 month. And you're like, oh, and I was complaining because I couldn't save for the car and save up for the house, but I just blew $800 in random crap.
Totally. I just finished The Psychology of Money, the book.
Oh, I've heard great things.
It is really good, but he talks about with saving, you either have to choose your ego or savings.
Whoa.
And I'm like, man, it's like, what are the things that we spend our money on just to keep up and feel good about ourselves and all the things versus having the margin to save. So,
that one will hit.
Truth all the way around. Okay, second kind of warning sign is notice the people that you spend time with.
If you hang out with Rachel, you're just going to blow money left and right.
No, this is huge though, because I'm like, what becomes normal in your life?
Well, if your friends are always going out to the bars, on the weekends.
To the bars. You
To
sound
the
like,
bars.
To the bars.
Going to
like
the bars.
Grandpa.
But it's
I don't know.
easy to
That's
blow.
where my friends are going.
You could easily blow $100, $200 every weekend just going out with friends.
Yes.
And that adds up to $800 a month.
Yeah, and I think it's even more than that though, George, because I'm like, if you're around people constantly that wear certain brands or go on certain trips or drive certain cars or their kids go to certain school,
You just kind of adapt to the people you hang around.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, the
And
cars
again,
they drive, the stuff they wear.
Yeah, and not that it's a bad thing, but again, you just want to make sure, like, okay, my financial goals are kind of one thing. I value these things in life, and making sure you're around people that value the same things, right?
Yes. And it's okay. Like if you have friends that are in a different place financially, you can still be friends, but have some hard conversations and set up the boundaries and go, hey, I can't go out to eat, but you guys are welcome to come over to my place. We can get some pizzas.
Yep.
And so set those boundaries up if you're like, this is going to cause me
Yes.
to derail my financial goals.
You know, we have couples like that in our life. Like, we'll be like, you know, we'll be like, yeah, we're gonna do a double date, and we'll always do like 3 categories of restaurants. Like, are we gonna go big? Has it been a while since like we've been out on a date and we have in our budget, or is it like, nope, we're gonna go cheap and then do game night after? You know what I mean? Like, you can have those conversations.
There's levels.
and I think that that's great. I don't know. I think
Love
it's kind
that.
of fun. It's like 1, 2, or 3.
Yes.
Everyone
And find
pick your
people that
number.
have the same goals as you. If they're all trying to get out of debt, they're all going to have the same values, which is let's not go spend a bunch of money out to eat every
I know.
weekend.
I know,
There you go.
man. George,
Friendship, who
you are-
knew?
Well, you're strict with friends.
I'm
All your
very
friends-
strict.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have a lot of friends.
I try to
All my
limit.
friends just
Very
credit
intentional. Rachel, you
They
can't
do.
get through to them?
No.
If you can't, who can?
No, and we go on couples trips, and they all are like
Swiping the
and,
Amex?
and like, yes, they all like have upgrades and stuff.
Do
and
they
they're like,
care that you're seeing them swipe the cards?
No.
Okay.
No, but they'll say it sometimes. They're like, "Sorry, Rach." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm not judging. I can be friends
But
with
they
everyone."
feel a little shame because you're watching them, thinking that you're judging them, and you're not. You're like,
No, I
live your life."
genuinely am not.
Live
I
your
can be
life.
friends. We always say debt is not a sin. It's not wise.
That's true.
It's not wise, but
You're not a bad person.
no. But are all your friends getting out of debt?
Most
Is
of
that
my
your-
friends work here, and so I'm super. You know what I mean? We're all fuddy-duddies. But no, they have to. I have friends that cause me
I
to
need
go
to bring
out.
you to the dark side. See people swipe a credit card at dinner, George.
I could never. We should do that as an exercise. Just walk up to people's tables, being like, "Is that correct? Oh, yeah, you're going to be paying for that next month.
Oh my
Enjoy
gosh.
that steak because you're paying for that."
We-
I would get punched in the face everywhere I go.
All right, last but not least, it could be helpful to document your spending year to year. And I love this.
It's a documentary about your financial life.
I know. So Winston and I, we did this. We have the EverDollar app, so we use it. So we went back in this past December to look at the whole year of 2022, and it is fascinating to see, like, okay, so what did we really spend? What did we save? What categories? 'Cause it's all color coded.
Oh,
in
yeah, it's
EverDollar, which I
beautiful.
love. Yeah, and you're like, okay, and I felt good, George, because I feel like we spent less than what we even allotted.
Oh, that's good. Pat on the back. Well, you know,
A+ for us.
Spotify Wrapped is like the new cool thing. You know, you share,
Yes.
here's my top artists. We need to do that with EveryDollar to where you share it, EveryDollar Wrapped. And it's like, you spent $400 at Taco Bell. And you're like, oh, don't want to, can I not share that one?
I don't want that one. Man,
But
I went to
it's
Taco
good.
Bell on Saturday night, George.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
What's your order at Taco Bell?
And then 2 soft tacos, and I did nachos and cheese, but Winston ordered it in the drive-thru and said nacho cheese. It was 90 cents, and I thought, oh, that's cheap. And they only got me the cheese.
Because you said nacho cheese.
I know, but I thought that
type of
assumed
cheese.
chips with it, and I didn't, but
Oh my goodness.
it's okay.
Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed your cheese.
It was delicious.
You
I
just
was
ate cheese?
Fully sober, going
Did
to
you
Taco
dip the soft
Bell.
taco in the cheese?
No, I was supposed to have chips with it, and they didn't put it in.
So what'd you eat?
I love the cheese there. I can't.
Oh, okay. You didn't eat the cheese
I
all the
can't
time.
eat the
I was just
cheese.
wondering, like, did you just eat it with a spoon, like a tiny soup?
No, I may have if I had a spoon. It's pretty delicious.
Disgusting.
Pretty delicious.
That wasn't cheese to begin with, by the way.
I know. It's so gross.
All right. So this is important. We want you to celebrate the pay increases, but here's the deal. Use a portion of that to meet your long-term goals. So here's a great way to think about it. If you get a raise, also increase your savings portion as well, percentage-wise.
Yes.
Increase your giving portion, percentage-wise, and then it's okay to increase your spending portion, percentage-wise. Then you're balanced. You feel good. You did it with intentionality.
That's right.
You don't have to wonder where it went. You know exactly where it went.
And the percentages that's the best way to do it, right? Because if you get a $10,000 raise or something, it's like, yeah, you can spend a small percentage of it, save a small percentage, give some, and you just divvy it out. And that's what makes you feel in control versus like, oh, I'm going to go upgrade my car $10,000 because I'm making $10,000.
Well, I always like to do
this
like
year.
giving first, then saving, and then whatever's left, is your kind of fun spending money.
Yep, to
But
enjoy.
don't go spend first and go like, well, if there's money at the end, that's great. I'll save
right.
that. That never works out. We're humans.
We are humans.
We are wired to spend.
That is true. So true. Oh, lifestyle creep. It's a tricky one, but you just gotta be intentional.
And I mean,
Just gotta
you've
be
been there, right? Was there anything like at a point in your life where you definitely would say, I fell for lifestyle creep?
Yes. It was, and I'm gonna say 2020 did a big one for me. And it was the delivery services, George. Don't get mad at me. But it's the grocery
judgment.
deliveries and the food. I don't know. It just
There's
was
no shame in condemnation.
so nice. There's freedom in Christ.
Well, when I got my first job at Apple, I was making like $16 an hour.
Yeah.
At the top level. And I was like, I am rich. And so I would buy all of this music gear and video gear and all of this stuff because I was living at home, didn't have expenses. I could have been saving money and avoiding student loan debt and avoiding credit card debt. But instead I was like, I'm young, let's live.
Live.
That gear is sitting in a closet collecting dust.
Oh, so sad.
I know.
Just the voice of
So
regret, George.
we're all guilty of this.
Of course,
But
yes.
we got to learn from our mistakes. And
right.
every time we make more money, be intentional with it.
That's it. George, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure.
As always, appreciate you. Where can everyone find you?
Instagram at George Kamel with a K. And of course, our podcast, Smart Money Happy Hour, every
Right.
Thursday.
Yep. Make sure to tune in, you guys, and share this episode with a friend or family member who might be climbing the professional ladder and they need to look out for lifestyle creep. So remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.